Association. We are a 501c3 nonprofit group, originally founded in 1961 to preserve this magnificent machine. And since then, our mission has expanded to not only preserve, but to interpret, to figure out what happened here, and then to educate, to share those stories with the many visitors that come our way. This is largely a lost or forgotten, unknown chapter of our American history. I suppose you can tell me all about Big Annie Clements. Big Annie. And as I said, unknown chapter of our history. Amazing woman, champion of the men's cause during the strike of 1913, in the forefront of the strike parades, leading the strike parades. Jailed many times for her activism, friends with Mother Jones, Mary Jones. So this room is immaculate. It's a showcase. The man in charge up there on that platform. Simple controls on this massive machine. Throttle, how fast you're going to rip it out of the ground. Drum travel, which way that drum is spinning, forwards or reverse. Lever for that. Brakes, when you have 500,000 pounds spinning at 54 RPM, it's something called inertia, right? Got to be able to slow it down and stop it. Everything in orange is part of the braking system. Massive cantilever brakes on the flange, which of course necessitate the use of massive brake shoes. Got some wooden brake shoes ready to go on when those wear out. Simply a term for a horizontal opening driven into a mountain or hillside, as opposed to a shaft, which is vertical or nearly so. This adit was first punched through in 1895. It was an exploratory effort by the Quincy Mining Company. They wanted to see if there were copper deposits, something worth going after in this part of the Quincy Hill. Okay, we'll take a short walk from here. So I'll take a moment to remind you all the space that we're enjoying here. This is a modern mine working, done in the 1970s through the 1990s. Back in the mid to late 1800s, when this part of the mine was active, there was nothing like this. When everything's being done by hand, you can't afford to make big holes in the rock like this. There's a mix of men down here at this time: Cornish, Irish, some Italian, some German. The Cornish hold our attention, of course. Best miners in the world. Worldwide renowned reputation for going underground. The tin, copper, and coal mines of Cornwall, England precede the Roman era. And that's right, we talked about that, didn't we? These men have considerable experience. Skilled men, proud men, by no means mere laborers or wage earners. They are professionals, they are the best. They are providing service to the mine. After all, they are contractors. In the popular vernacular, they're not working for the man. They're working for themselves as contractors. And we are now right here, right at this white dot. Level 7, 92. Barely scratching the surface here at Quincy. There's that number 2 shaft going down to the 82nd level. But this map is incomplete. This map was drawn in 1921. They worked that shaft another 10 years, advancing it to the 92nd level, 1,000 feet beyond the bell. 99.9% pure. Quincy was lucky enough to often have as much as 0.1% of silver running through its lode. If you're going to have an impurity, silver is not a bad thing. It's been a long, but you get the idea, right?
Yeah.
If you're working by yourself, you're using a 4-pounder, double jack and 12-pounder, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's your schedule, 10-hour shifts. Day shift, night shift. Can't say that it really matters, does it?
No, not down here.
Not down here. And nothing but a fragile candle or two to light your way. You're now standing in this was done around 1863, 1864. In a stove in the production area, you're not working on the relative safety of the drift floor, where it's at least flat. You're clambering around somewhere up here, somewhere in those heights. That's the working base. That way, when you blast, all those tons of rock tumble down. The trammers could get busy getting it out of here. His partner with the 6 or 8 pounder, and doing it by the light of the candle. This was all done by hand, folks.
And they didn't. I mean, I'm just thinking, trying to descend something, descend this with
a candle on your head. And they send that with the candle on it.
And it's slippery and it's moist.
And you're wearing no Wolverine boots with Vibram soles on your feet.
No, they're probably worn out.
Leather sole boots with nails driven into the bottom of them, kind of like big thumbtacks. Hobnail boots. One, so those boots will get some purchase, but also because this weather and climbing those ladders will wear your boots out in a heartbeat. Yes. Yes. A dangerous place, yes. The casualty rate at Quincy approaches 33%. 1 in 3 killed or injured while working. You know, when I say injured, I'm not talking about smashed thumbs or hands. Your partner misses the steel, dropping a rock on your foot, smashed feet. That happens all the time. You can work through that.